Hi guys, it's Rachel. So I thought I would do a tag video for this channel today, considering I haven't done one in a while, and when I say a while it's probably been like a month. I don't know why, but I like doing these tags, and I figure that a year's worth of tags would probably mean that every single random question that you could possibly ask me I will have answered for you, so you'll know a little bit more about me. And this tag is actually called tag Get to Know Me Better. So it's pretty much self-explanatory. So it's just a bunch of random questions and I'm going to answer them, and then like always I will list the questions in the bottom bar below, and I tag all of you guys to do this. If you make videos, make a video response and answer the questions, or if you don't make videos, then just leave the answers in the comments. I don't know, I like these tags because they're just, sometimes they're just totally random, totally sort of inconsequential, is that the right word? Yeah, I think they're like, the questions are, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. The questions half the time are very sort of inconsequential. They're not sort of major important things, but they're kind of just fun to know. It's cool to know what people's opinions of just random things are. So I'm going to just jump into the tag because I've already started to ramble and I'm going to stop myself right there. So I'm just looking down at the questions. But the first question is, what is your name? Yeah, I think you guys probably already know that. My name is Rachel. I think I pretty much say it at the start of every video. When I first started making videos, I started by saying, hi, this is Rachel. And now I say that at every single video. And I'm going to try and think of a better way to open my videos. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. But yeah, I'm Rachel. Nice to meet you. Question number 2 is, how old will you be on your next birthday? On my next birthday, I will be 23, which is kind of scary because to me that feels so old, even though I know it's not, but to me it seems kind of scary. So that's not actually until next year, so it's a little way off, but yes, I will be 23. Question number 3 is, what do you fantasize about? For me, it's probably, it kind of changes. Sometimes it's winning the lotto, so it's every now and then I'll see like the lotto and it'll be like $30 million, and I think about what I would do with the $30 million. I'd like buy my parents a house, and I'd buy my family a house. And the one thing I always say I would do is, if I ever want a lot of money, is to take all my family and friends on a holiday to the Atlantis resort in the Bahamas. For some reason I just have this thing about, it's my dream holiday place, and if I had a lot of money I would take a whole heap of my family and friends. I'd probably book out the entire place and just pick random people around, and like maybe even a charity or some, go to the hospital and just pick all these people who maybe can't afford to go, or who are sick or have gotten over being sick and had the chance, and this is their sort of chance to sort of have some fun, because I think it'd be so awesome to do that. So that is one thing that I definitely fantasize about. The other thing I used to fantasize about was what would happen if I was like famous, or if like I could sing really well or something like that. Like if I just, what would happen if I was really talented, or I've had fantasies about what would happen if I met a certain person, or if I used to have this weird one where I used to think, what if I just like bought the house next door to Taylor Swift and we just became friends? Totally random, but sometimes they go through my mind when I'm like daydreaming and not really concentrating on what's going on. So there are a few things that I've fantasized about before. Question number 4 is, what is your favourite ice cream? That's a hard one. I think it's probably either choc mint or like cookies and cream, or even hokey pokey, you know, like the one with like the, it's kind of like crunchy, the honeycomb kind of flavour. I don't know. I generally, if I'm just buying an ice cream out, it'll probably be like if I'm getting like in a scoop or something to go to the movies, it's generally mint choc chip. But I really like the Ben & Jerry's, like the cookie dough ones and stuff like that. I think they are so, so nice. And if I'm buying like an ice cream like on a stick kind of thing, I really like Magnum Egos. So there, I just like ice cream in general is pretty much what I'm saying. Question number 5 is, do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I have a dog named Jackson and I have a cat named Seeker. next question is, can you tell the difference between Pepsi and Coke? I think I've answered this question before, but no, I can't because I don't drink either. I never have. I'm pretty sure you can tell the difference between Pepsi and Coke because everyone I know says that you can, and they generally prefer Coke. I don't really know anyone who prefers Pepsi, but I have never had either, so I honestly don't know because I don't drink soft drink. I don't like the bubbles. Question number, I have no idea what number it is because these aren't numbered, but the next question is soda or sports drink. I think I've pretty much answered this, but I would pick sports drink. I will drink Powerade. I like Powerade. I like red or blue Powerade. They are my favourite, but I don't drink soda. The next question is favourite soup. This is like totally random. My favourite soup I think is like chicken and corn, or the chicken and sweet corn you can get from like Chinese. Just chicken and corn soup. I've always liked chicken and corn soup. I also like a chicken broth soup. You know, like where it's like kind of like watery and it's just like, I don't know. I like chicken broth soup. I also don't mind pumpkin soup sometimes, but yeah, I'd say chicken and corn is my favourite. Hamburgers or hot dogs? For me, it's definitely a hamburger because I don't like hot dogs. Is there a Dunkin Donuts around you? No, there isn't. I don't think that there are Dunkin Donuts in Australia. As far as I'm aware, we do have Krispy Kreme. There's Krispy Kreme right near me, but we don't have Dunkin Donuts. The next question is floral or musky perfumes? I think I prefer fruity, but if I had to pick between floral and musky, it really just depends. Not pretends, it depends. I guess maybe floral? I don't know. And the last question is spring or autumn? For me, it's definitely autumn. I am an autumn baby, and I think autumn is almost my favourite time of the year. I like, it's sort of, sometimes it's that in-between time. Sometimes it's still warm because you're coming out of summer, but you sort of know that it's going into winter, and I really like it. I kind of wish that I lived in the northern hemisphere because obviously if you're in Australia, autumn is in April, or April, May, March, April, May? Yeah, March, April, May is autumn. But in the northern hemisphere, it's obviously the second half of the year, so autumn would be made even more fun because it would be just before or coming up to Christmas, and I get really excited about Christmas because I love Christmas. And I also wish it was then because I really like Halloween. I love Halloween, and having Halloween in spring just doesn't have the same impact because, I don't know, you want the dark, almost like the dark and the scary and the getting colder and the crunchy, the oranges and the leaves and stuff like that. To me screams Halloween, but unfortunately for me Halloween is held in springtime because October is spring in Australia. So I kind of wish that our seasons were the other way around, but I do love autumn, and I like spring as well also because yes, it's coming up to Christmas. It means that some holidays are on their way, but I think I'm going to pick autumn. I'm definitely an autumn baby. So that is it. That is all of the questions. Like I said, I will list them in the bottom bar below. Even if you don't want to answer all of them, just pick one and answer it in the comments. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys all very, very soon. Bye!